Hello, if you're watching this video, this message will be for you. Okay, whoever you are, I getting feeling that you are like at, I don't know how to say it, but like you're at like the edge of your taking. Like I feel like you just can't take whatever more you can deal with when it comes to like, I don't know, disappointments in your life, or just like people like disappointing you, or like just like any past regrets or resentment. I feel like you just can't really, I feel like it's almost as if like you're losing some sort of faith when it comes to like your belief. Okay, when it comes to like your belief, I feel like you're kind of slightly losing faith, but I feel like you just have to push a little bit more forward. Okay, I don't know why I said just a little bit more forward, but like I feel like you're trying to like sugarcoat some things, or like trying to like, I don't know, like put on a front, but I feel like you just have to really stand your ground and like hold on and like hang in there. Just very like cliche things to say when you're trying to like, don't worry, like feel better, like just smile. Like I know it sounds like that, but I really believe that if you just hold on a little bit further, you will come to like, I feel like at a stage in your life where like everything is starting to make sense. Like yes, like it's gonna come, like it's gonna happen. You just have to keep believing. Okay, just keep believing in yourself and like hold on to your faith. Push a little further. Okay, just like hang in there. Hang in there. And I feel like your prayers, like all like the prayers you have been doing and like the answers you have been seeking, it's all gonna come to you in a very monumental way. I don't know what the monumental means, but like in a very like, I don't know, like I feel like it's all gonna come to you at once, but it's not. Like I feel like everything's gonna hit you all at once you actually are finally blessed into like the blessings you have been asking for, if that makes sense. Like I feel like you are really just like, you have an abundance of energy. I don't know exactly what that means, an abundance of energy, but like I feel like you have an abundance of energy, whereas like I feel like you pour yourself into a lot of things all at once, and this may be the thing that could be like draining you, or just draining your life force slowly but surely. But like I feel like maybe that is why like I feel like life is just slipping through your fingertips, through your fingers, not your fingertips, but like through your fingers, like sand almost. Like I feel like if you were to like, it's almost as if like if you were to like hold sand in your hand, right? If you grip it too tightly, then like it just falls through. But like if you just have enough like opening in space, it kind of just relaxes a little bit. So I feel like you kind of just have to like take on life like that, and just like really find that balance of like that of faith and energy. I don't know why I said energy, but faith and energy. Okay, because I feel like you do have an energy of abundance, but I feel like if you were to, I don't know, pour more of that into yourself, then like really pouring it into like I don't know, like everything that's around you, even though I feel like you just, it seems like you have an obligation to like fulfill certain obligations, or like to carry this sort of responsibility, like ongoing responsibility, and I feel like it just never ends. And maybe you even feel that way. Like I feel like there's like wings on your back that's just so heavy, and it's hard to like stand on your own sometimes when you just want to fall down and like give up. I'm telling you right now, like I feel like there's gonna be some sort of like revelation, or like just some sort of like reciprocation when it comes to like what you have been missing, what you have been like, I don't know, praying for. But I feel like it's all gonna come like at once. Maybe this coming seasons, I feel like this coming seasons, but I feel like whatever like you have been feeling that it just has been missing in your life, I feel like not missing, but like it almost just feels like a, like, is this it? Like, is this the end of my road? Like, is this like all that life has to offer? But I'm telling you right now that it's not, because I feel like you are meant to, I don't know, live a more deserving life, live a more fulfilling life. But I feel like it really just all relies on like your faith and like your belief, and where you put that faith in, right? Like, where do you put that faith in? Because you could be putting your faith into unnecessary like worries, unnecessary like just like struggles or internal struggles, or unnecessary like just constant obligation, right? Like I feel like you could be putting your faith into that, into like really expecting something out of it, but in actuality it doesn't really work that way. Energy doesn't really work that way, or like whatever you want from the prayers you have been asking doesn't really work that way. So I feel like just like tossing a coin down a well doesn't make your wish come true, right? So I feel like it takes more than the simplicity of things that I feel like you have on life. Like I feel like if like, I don't know, I feel like you just have such a narrow way of thinking. I don't know if that seems, but I feel like you have like a narrow way of thinking when it comes to like possibilities, and like just like blessings and abundance, and where you could receive those blessings from. Okay, because I feel like you just have to really expand your open-mindedness into becoming open instead of narrow, because when it's narrow you just can't really, I don't know, see past certain things, where I feel like it's a one-way street, and you can't really imagine any other streets on the road, if you know what I mean. Probably not, but it's just, it takes more tenacity. I don't know if tenacity is the right word. I say words that I don't necessarily know what it means, but it feels right, so I'm just gonna go with it. So I feel like it just takes more, like, not only that, but like faith. Okay, it's gonna take more faith, and like I said, it really just depends on where you put your faith in, because you could be hopeful for certain things in life. Like you could be hopeful for your peers in life and like wanting them to do better, but like are you extending yourself to the point where like there's nothing else left for you? Like, how do you feel at night? Like, how do you, like, what are your thoughts at night? Like how do you actually feel about where you are and about yourself? And like, are you happy? Are you sad? Are you just really in a constant state of just, I don't know, lack? Okay, because I feel like that's very important. If you, I don't know, I don't know why I'm saying like how you feel at night, but maybe like you have been having like just like drowning feelings when it comes to the nighttime, or I don't know why the nighttime. So maybe like you have been like coming up with all these emotions when it comes to your nighttime routine. Like I don't know if it's just like you have these you're just drowned in your own thoughts to the point where like you just can't sleep, or like you just can't like really function as well as you can, or like to your highest potential. But I feel like you just have to really give yourself grace. Okay, give yourself grace, because you are like, I don't know, not only are you like just like a ray of sunshine, even though that's cringe to say, you're like a ray of sunshine in a sense of like your energy. Like I said, you have an energy of abundance, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like you just give off such authenticity when it comes to like the people you care about in your life. Okay, and I feel like you could do more. You could thrive a little bit more better if you were to just pour that more into yourself, whatever that may mean or resonate with you, what I just said. But I feel like you could just like, I don't know, give yourself more grace and really give yourself more credit when it's due. Yeah, give yourself more credit when it's due, because I feel like you just have been not doing that lately. And maybe and I feel like it's just almost like these little things kind of compound over time, whereas I feel like you don't feel it instantaneously, or you don't feel it in the moment, but I feel like over time it's like it's starting to hit you, and it's starting to like drag you down, and like just make you maybe even become a person you don't want to become. Like maybe you have been like frustrated or just like angry at times when like I feel like that is not your true self, or that is not like your intention when it comes to like you expressing yourself. But I feel like, I don't know, there has been like some sort of like lack of patience, or lack of just like the faith. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm like gassy, but I feel like there has been like some sort of like just lack of faith, or just a lack of like, or just an imbalance when it comes to like your energy and like your faith. But I feel like I said, you really have to be careful and like really feel into your feelings. Okay, I don't know what that may exactly mean, but like feel into your feelings. Like don't be afraid to like really like stop and reflect, or like just like if you're sad, like feel sad. If you're happy, feel really happy. Okay, like really like try to exaggerate more of the good feelings and the beneficial feelings, more than like, I don't know, the opposite feelings, like feelings you don't really prefer. So I feel like you thrive better off of doing that, than instead of like, I don't know, drowning yourself into feelings or emotions that doesn't really serve you in a better light in a way. But I don't know, I feel like you are like, you're like close to like, I don't know, like just like, I don't want to say like bearing your wings, but like, you know, like the angel, like just like, what do you call it when the angel finally gets its wings? But like kind of like that. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but I feel like you're like close to like close to like finding the light. I really don't know why I'm like using like these woo-woo terms, but I feel like you're like so close to like finding light. When I say like so close, but I feel like it's more so of like the universe, God, source, or like answering your, or listening to your prayers, right? And like listening to what you want, and like also as well as your energy. But like I said, you really have to like be mindful of like your energy, and be mindful of your faith, because like without it, like I don't know, without it, you're stuck, and you kind of fall back into the same place, and fall back into that same mindset of like, what is this, and like where am I going, or like is this it? Okay, because it's not. And I feel like you being stuck, that doesn't mean like it's like the end of the road. Even though it may feel like it's the end of the road, it doesn't have to be. Like there are many ways for you to like get out of like situations you don't want to be in, or like your circumstance. Like your circumstance doesn't really matter. It just really depends on like how you respond, right? Like if something happens in your life, and like, I don't know, certain situations or circumstances tend to like keep knocking you down, like it's up to you to like pick yourself back up, right? Like pick yourself back up using your own, you know, willpower, and no one else can give that to you but yourself. Even though I feel like it may be difficult at times, even though I feel like it may be like just like sort discouraging to like keep moving forward, and like, and really asking yourself like, what's the point? But I'm telling you right now, like you are at like, I don't know, I don't and say like a final destination, but you're at like your your end zone when it comes to like your transformation, when it comes to like, I don't know, just like really flourishing, okay? But I feel like it's really just takes two to tango. Like if you want the universe, the source, God, whatever, to meet you halfway, then you have to like do some work, right? Like you have to like really set forth your own willpower and like really believe in how you're moving forward. Like it doesn't just take like you like praying for something or like wishing for something, but also like enjoying the process of everything and like really taking in like every single like every single beautiful thing or beautiful like moment in your life, and really just like taking in and like really just living that full life, that full like expression of life. Like I feel like life just expresses so well through you. And what I mean by that is that you have like a certain like, I don't know, something about you that is just like very like adventurous in a way, but adventurous, and I feel like very just like I'm gonna say like unforgiving, but like very like unforgiving. Okay, you're adventurous, but very like unforgiving when it comes to like certain things. I don't know if this is like with like people or just like I feel like you tend to like run with like the original narrative. If you were to like hear, I don't know, like hear like some sort of news, but I feel like you tend to run with it. Not to say that's a bad thing, but I feel like I said, if you were to really just like take your energy and your faith and like your all your beliefs and really just like laser focus in on like what you truly desire in your life, I feel like you will really thrive and you will become more prosperous. But I feel like it's the ball is really up. The ball is really in your court when it comes to those things. I feel like when it comes to like, I don't know why, but I feel like your blessing is like on your way. Like your blessings, your manifestation, whatever you have been trying to call in is on its way. But I feel like you just have to, like, your only job is to unblock it. Okay, your only job is to unblock it. And I can't really give you like specific, you know, guide or steps on like how you can do that, but because you hold life into your own hands. Like I can't really like fold out a whole like entire like guide or map, or like, because there is no instructions when it comes to life, right? There's no like wrong or right way to do things when it comes to moments in your life or circumstances in your life. It really just depends. Okay, like I said, it really just depends on like perspective or just like your life, right? So I feel like it just I can't really like put an apple and banana together. Like I can't really say those two things are similar. Okay, they're both fruit, but they're not exactly the same. And I feel like sometimes like, I don't know, like people may see you in a certain circumstance and wonder why is this person like this? Why can't they do this? Why can't they do that? It's so easy, like it's so simple, and it's so like this and that. But what a lot of people don't understand about you is that, or anybody else, that I feel like you don't have the same circumstances or operations or just like struggles as everybody else. So really just keep that in mind as well, because I feel like, I don't know, like a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of like judgment could be like thrown at you, and I feel like there's I don't know, they're just unnecessary like pondering as to like what people say and why they say the things that they say, you know? Because I know that I feel like for you, like when people say certain things or people express certain ways about you that could be negative, that could be like just unpreferred or just like things you don't want to hear. I feel like that could like stick with you, and that could like just like, I don't know, like just make you feel a certain way, or just like dwell in your thoughts and your emotions. It just causes this like rift in this like I said, compounding. It just compounds over time. Like you start to feel it over time, even though I feel like you may think that you're over it, you may think that it's not bother you, or it's nothing. Like you may brush it off in the moment, but then like they might think like the next day, like, oh crap, like why did she say that? Okay, why did she do that? Why did she say that? Why, like, you know, it just hits you sometimes later in life, and like it just, I don't know, it just causes this rift when it comes to like your energy. Okay, and that's what you don't want. You don't want like any disruptions or any unnecessary like questioning when it comes to who you are and who you are being. Because yes, it's good to live an intentional life, but not everyone is an intentional being. And sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes it's okay to, you know, even embrace our flaws and like not really give that responsibility to someone else, because then you're giving that power to them, right? You're giving that power to them, and then like it just makes you feel weak. It makes you feel just doubtful, and it makes you lose your faith when you don't have to. You have to just understand, like, life is just, there's a lot of conditioning around you. There's a lot of conditioning when it comes to, you know, certain beliefs and certain understanding, certain people, certain genders, certain just like, I don't know, just certain things. And I'm dropping my cards. But I feel like in order for you to like become more accepting and become more faithful, maybe you've had to experience those things. Maybe you had to feel uncomfortable and have people tell you nasty things and be rude to you and just like really question you, just so you can question yourself and your faith at times. Because I feel like sometimes things happen for a reason. Okay, even though sometimes it may be bad things, but then again, it can be good at the end of the day. It really just depends on how you make it out to be. Okay, if you make it out to be bad, then it's gonna be bad. If you make it out to be good, then it's not really that bad. It's pretty good. Okay, so it just really depends on like, you know, your own energy and like your own beingness. I said the word before. I don't know if beingness is a word, but like your own being and like how you are and how you operate in your own energy. Because like attracts like. If you feel that, you know, like people are acting a certain way, or like just like your emotions are really going out of control, then I feel like it has to happen. You have to feel uncomfortable in order for you to like reach that conclusion, or just like come or see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like I feel like you just have to, I don't know, just feel uncomfortable. Okay, feel uncomfortable and like just like embrace it. Like it's okay to feel bad. Sometimes it's okay to feel good, but also you have to acknowledge the feeling of badness. That doesn't make sense. You have to acknowledge you're feeling bad and good, just as well as being good. Like I feel like it's okay to feel guilty sometimes. It's okay to like really, you know, like be aware of your mistakes, be aware of like the unpreferred feelings that you have been feeling, or the emotions you have been feeling, like, and like just be thankful. Like if those bad feelings, those bad thoughts come up, and just like, you know, like acknowledge it and say thank you, and that's it. But I feel like at the end of the day, right, at the end of the day, like you are just, I don't know why these words are gonna come, but like an angel spirit. Like I feel like you're just an angel spirit. Like no matter what, you are always gonna come, you're always gonna reach your light. You're always going to, I don't know, you're always going to, I don't know, find a way to come back to yourself and like just truly like remember like your, I don't know what the correct words, but like remember like your light. Like I feel like you will always find a way to conquer whatever it is that you're going through and like really reclaim back your power. Like I feel like you are just that type of person. You're very resilient and you're very like light in spirit. And I don't know what exactly that means, but I feel like you're just, I don't know, like you're a light, a beaming bright light that is just magical and beautiful. And I feel like if you just really stay true to yourself and stay true to that light and to that faith, then you will get far. Okay, and that is all. Thank you for tuning in.